How do you make a picture graph to answer a question?
The children have lots of toys in the sandbox today. I bet they're having a great time. I wonder how many of each toy there is. Maybe a picture graph can help us out. Click the bucket and let's see. Great! This is a good start. But we need to fill in the graph. That might help us compare the numbers of toys. Come on, let's see what we can do.
Asaph has 5 baseballs. He has 7 bats. Does he have more baseballs or bats? What do you need to find? You need to find if Asaph has more baseballs or bats. What information do you need to use? There are 5 baseballs and 7 bats. You can use counters to model the problem. Let's show 5 counters for the baseballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Asaph has 5 baseballs, so there are 5 counters. Asaph has 7 bats. Let's show 7 counters now. To see whether Asaph has more baseballs than bats, you can draw lines to match the counters in the top row to the counters in the bottom row. Let's draw the lines between the counters now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are no more matches. Which group looks like it has more, the baseballs or the bats? The bat group has more. How do you know? You drew a line from each baseball to a bat. Each baseball was matched to a bat, and there were leftover bats. 7 is greater than 5, so Asaph has more bats than baseballs. Are there more black sheep or white sheep in the picture? Without counting, can you tell how many more white sheep there are than black sheep? No, they're all mixed together. You can make a picture graph like this one to help you find out. You can use counters to complete the picture graph. What does each counter for this graph show? Each counter stands for 1 sheep in the picture. First, drag red counters to spaces in the top row of the picture graph to show the number of black sheep. When you're ready, check your work. Great job! There are 4 black sheep. Each counter stands for 1 sheep. Next, drag counters to the bottom row to show how many white sheep there are. Great job! There are 3 white sheep. Are there more black sheep or white sheep in the picture? Right, there are more black sheep in the picture. 4 is greater than 3.
Hello, everyone. It's that time again, Professor Burger.
Time for another episode of
Aftermath. When something fun or weird happens, aftermath.
Well, should we get to the math and see what's going to happen after?
Oh, yes.
All right, here we go. So, I actually asked Joey to ask 10 friends which activities they like best. Now, Joey, do you have that information for us?
I do, right in the old noggin.
Okay, so here's what I asked. I said, does his friends like reading, computer, or sports as their favorite activity? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have Joey tell us what he learned, and we're going to record that in this picture graph. And we're going to record it by actually using 1 circle to represent each of his friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Reading. How many friends said that reading is their favorite activity?
2.
2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in one circle for one of your friends and then the other circle for the other friend, and we see 2.
That's right.
Okay, now what about computer?
5. 5 of my friends like the computer.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice that's a lot longer, so we can actually tell just visually, without even counting, Joey, that actually there were more of your friends that picked the computer than picked reading. And that's the power of the picture graph.
It's very handy.
Exactly. Now what about sports? How many pick sports?
3.
All right, so I'm going to put in 3 circles, because each circle represents one child. And so now we can see we filled out the picture graph, and we can learn a lot from it. In particular, we can kind of see which is the popular ones, which are not popular. Our challenge was to write a question about this. So here's one challenge that's kind of a common thing to ask when you look at these things. Which activity did most children choose? So there is our answer, which is really in the form of a question. Which activity did most children choose? And by the way, Joey,
Yeah?
what is the answer? Just by looking at the picture, what do you see is the activity that most children chose?
Well, my circle of friends, get it?
Yes?
Chose computers.
Absolutely correct. Well done, Joey. And now, I wonder what's going to happen after math. Joey? Joey?
Hey,
Joey?
Professor!
Yeah?
I'm over here!
Joey!
Look at me!
I
Look
see.
At me. I'm in the graphic.
You're in
Get
the
it?
graph. I
Yeah,
see.
I'm a graphic.
Say hi to the graph for me.
Hi, graph.
Hey, maybe I'll join you in a second. Hey, have fun with
okay.
math. We'll see you soon. That's neat. How'd you get up there?